Well, good evening, everybody. Thank you for attending. This is the Redevelopment Commission meeting. Today is Wednesday, August 26th, 2020. The official time is 5:16. So I'd like to officially call the meeting to order. And we'll move on to number 2, the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. We'll move on to item number 3, roll call. This evening, we have Mr. Brian Chalik, Mr. Damon Gassaway, Mr. J.T. McDermott, and myself, Ms. Laura Konechny. We'll move on to item number 4, public comment. The official time is 5:17, and the floor is officially open. The time is still 5:17, and the floor is officially closed. We'll move on to item number 5, meeting minutes from July 29th, 2020, regular meeting. Has the commission had an opportunity to review those minutes?
We have.
Any questions or discussion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Very good. Is there a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passed unanimously. We'll move on to item number 6, claims. We're looking at the docket dated August 26, 2020. Any questions in regards to the 4 invoices that were presented for approval?
Not for me.
Nope.
Make a motion to pass the claims as presented.
Very good. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Moving on to item number 7, old business, project progress updates. We'll start with A, Newport Landing.
I believe it, since the last meeting, we did turn over the majority of the Flaherty and Collins site for their construction. There's a remaining piece that Bluff City is currently working through, and hopefully within the next about three weeks, that should be turned over for Flaherty and Collins to begin their project as well.
Awesome. Any questions in regards to Newport Landing for Nick? No? We'll move to agenda item B, Clear Lake Trail Boardwalk.
Clear Lake Trail Boardwalk is under construction. If you haven't had a chance to take a look, it's starting to
Very
take
nice.
shape, and you can kind of see what it's all going to look like. Just want to mention, with the Clear Lake Boardwalk Trail, at the end of last year, we took bids and actually approved one bid for Reith Riley for construction of trailhead and some other things around the boardwalk. We have not executed that contract yet, because we just want to make sure all the dollars work out. So the Trail Lake, the boardwalk is part of the project. The other part of the project we'll wait on until just another month or two into the end of the summer to get that moving, just to make sure we are in good position financially.
Now, have building costs or things like that changed over the course of a year from the bid that Reith Riley gave? Would that have to be rebid, or that's something that's?
We won't have to rebid it. We've already awarded it, we just haven't executed the contract.
Okay.
And their prices, because of the complexity of the project, were higher than we had anticipated. So we'll look to get a change order for a reduction instead of that, in order to get the project to fit kind of the new scope.
Perfect. Questions, concerns?
Looks great.
Looks very good.
Awesome. Thank you, Nick. We'll move over to agenda item 8, new business, subsect A, additional appropriation. Good evening.
So I am requesting that the Redevelopment Commission set a special meeting for September 14th to hold a public hearing for an additional appropriation for TIFs 1 and 2. Joni Lehman and myself have been analyzing outstanding contracts and pending invoices to determine what's obligated for 2020. We would still like to reach out to Jason Semler with Baker Tilly, just to further review what we've analyzed. And we'll reach out to you as soon as possible after we touch base with Baker Tilly to have concrete numbers for you regarding the additional appropriation. So we're requesting that you set a special meeting for September 14th to hold a public hearing for an additional appropriation for TIFs 1 and 2.
Does it have to be on the 14th?
No, we just need to,
We need to know
I'll be
when,
out of
because we
town
need
the
to
14th.
we need
put
to
out public
adver-
notice.
Yeah, we have to advertise, so
Any other day but the 14th, I mean, the 15th, 16th, doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
that work,
And then will this be a noon meeting or 5:15 again?
whatever you guys want.
Gentlemen?
I'm open.
I'm open, doesn't matter. I'm, anything but the 14th.
We just need to know for the advertising.
So we'll set the 15th in stone and then time to be determined, or do you need to know that now too?
Noon? Matt, you all right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
15th at noon?
15th at noon works for me.
Perfect.
Okay,
Is that okay?
very good.
Perfect. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll move on to item number 9, other business. So I believe the only other business that we have is that Baker Tilly will be presenting in the next meeting.
Skip 9B, sorry. Wait,
I don't have an 8B. So let me retract. Still under 8, we have new business. Item B, Flaherty and Collins first draw approval. Subsec closing cost approval for bond issuance. Thank you. Okay. No, that's okay.
Thank you. I just want to clarify that the two items in front of you, the first one, Flaherty and Collins' first draw, is their first construction draw on the issuance of the bond amount. Total amount is $1,292,155. There's a breakdown attached. I've gone through all of the backup, over 100 pages of invoices. Everything is in good order. And from a staff viewpoint, we approve of the request for this amount. The bonds we have not closed yet on the bond, so this is just a preliminary approval. The normal procedure or protocol will be, there will be a requisition form that you'll see attached to this summary. And if you want additional backup on the next one, we can provide that, but it's always several hundred pages because it's individual invoices. So you can just let us know or Grace know what you require going forward. So tonight, just preliminary approval on the amount, and then we will follow up with the actual requisition form to get that signed off by 2 members of the committee. And subsequently, Flaherty and Collins, the developer, also executes that. So it can work either way. We can get the form from Flaherty and Collins on the front end, executed by them, and then have the RDC approve it, or vice versa. So in this case, it's just, I want you to see get an example of what the draw looks like and just get a preliminary approval of that. The other item is the closing cost breakdown for the bond issuance. That's just a list of what expenses are included in the closing document for the issuance of the bonds on Friday. And Matt could probably clarify further what action needs to take place on that. I think it's just a basic approval by the board.
Correct, yeah, so that's Exhibit B in your packet, original packet, cost of issuance. And so those are paid directly out of the closing, which is scheduled to occur tomorrow. So we would need a motion to approve those costs of issuance. And then also a motion to approve the draw request pending closing of the bond sale tomorrow.
You're the motion. I'll make the motion to pass the closing cost and the preliminary approval for the closing of the bond tomorrow. Preliminary. Is that what you wanted said?
Yeah,
I mean, pretty much, that covers,
yeah, that covers everything, so, yeah.
okay.
Yep.
I'll second that.
Very good. Any discussion? All
Tom,
right.
are all those, the 100 pages, is it all PDF? Is it something you could send us just to
Yeah, I can
take a
send
look
it
at it?
electronically, or
Yeah.
Grace, we could actually follow up after this meeting and send you the entire document with all the backup, that way you have it. And
Let's
normally, we'll do that going forward, so prior to each meeting, a week ahead, a couple days ahead, we'll get all that back up to you.
That's good.
in summary.
Very good.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. With a motion and a second, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Motion passed unanimously. Both motions passed unanimously. We'll go to item number 9, other business. And I believe the only other business that we have is just, I guess, a advance notice that in our September meeting, Baker Tilly will be here to provide us with the next year of the TIF analysis. So outside of that, is there any other business? Nope. Very good. Mr. Chalik,
I'd like to make the motion to adjourn.
second?
I'll second.
Very good. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.